folks, I finally developed a hobby, waiting for Nintendo to acknowledge the existence of Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's not as interesting as I had hoped. Nintendo Directs are finally back, and yeah, that was a Nintendo Direct. It was fine, just wasn't really for me, honestly. Maybe if I actually played video games instead of just talking about them, I would have enjoyed it more. Pyra and Mythra and Smash, I don't really care either way, to be honest. Seems like a lot of people on the internet are either really stoked or really upset about this. I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or any Xenoblade game for that matter, but I always figured that a character from the game was kinda inevitable, so it's really neither here nor there for me. Fall Guys coming to Switch. I don't really care, I've never played it, but I've heard it's fun.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
What the hell? That's not even enough time to watch this Nintendo Direct. I've also never played Outer Wilds, but apparently it's good, I don't know. Famicom Detective Club honestly seems kinda interesting, don't know if I'd actually want to pick it up though. I've never actually heard of Samurai Warriors in my life. Not sure how, but apparently they're making another game. I don't know, I've played Hyrule Warriors, the genre just doesn't really appeal to me. I don't really know much about the Mana series, but I've heard it's pretty good, so it's pretty cool that they're remastering one of the older games. Monster Hunter Rise seems kinda cool, but never played a Monster Hunter game, not sure if I'd actually like it. Mario Golf, I guess. I saw a tweet before the Direct that said we haven't had a Mario Golf game in 19 years, and we actually had one as recently as 2014 on the 3DS, but I guess that statement's true if you only count console games, so that's something, I guess. I actually think the Speed Golf mode looks pretty cool. It seems like something that could get really chaotic and fun in a group. I've never played Mario Golf, and I've never really had much interest in doing so, but it is still kinda neat to have a new entry into the series. Tales from the Borderlands. I played a bit of Borderlands 2 on PC, but other than that, I never had much interest in the series. Capcom Arcade Stadium seems like it would be pretty cool if I were actually into those types of games, but it doesn't really appeal to me. Zombie game. No More Heroes 3, now with 100% more aliens. I've never touched the No More Heroes series, but I've heard it's good and this game seems cool enough. The odd jobs for entry fees, though, sounds like agony. I don't know, maybe they made it somewhat enjoyable, but it seems like it could get really annoying really fast. Looks like one of those things where you just want to get to the fun core gameplay but are forced to do a bunch of dumb side missions. Neon White actually looks pretty cool, but too early to tell if it'll actually be something I'd enjoy. Oh hey, it's Plants vs. Zombies. I don't remember this series ever having an online battle arena, but alright. I never played the original Miitopia on the 3DS, and honestly I hardly remember even hearing about it, but it does look pretty interesting. I really enjoyed the silliness of Find Me on the 3DS, so I'm hoping this is somewhat similar to that. Mario and Animal Crossing is kinda cute. Too bad I don't play Animal Crossing anymore. Project Triangle Strategy. Is this a sequel to Octopath Traveler? It looks like it visually, but it's also a tactical RPG. It looks a lot like Fire Emblem, especially with the 3 warring nations thing the 3 houses had going on, but I don't know, I'm not a huge strategy RPG guy, so it doesn't really seem like my thing. Maybe I'll check out the demo. Woo, Star Wars! Knockout City. Why do the characters look nothing like the trailer? From a cursory look at the characters, I thought it might have been something kinda cool and unique, but it looks pretty bland, honestly. World's End Club seems like it could potentially be either a hidden gem or just kinda lame. Too early to tell, obviously. Hades, alright, I've heard it was good, but looks like it's already on the Switch, just getting a physical release now, I guess. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, alright, I've heard these games are good. Never played them myself, though. Looks like Hyrule Warrior's Age of Calamity is getting some DLC. Like I've said, I'm not super into the Warriors games, but it seems cool enough if you're into that sort of thing. Bravely Default 2 looks cool. I played Bravely Second and that was decent, so maybe I'll get this one, who knows. Ghosts and Goblins? Damn, I thought that series was dead. What the hell is Saga Frontier? And Apex Legends, I guess. I don't know, I mostly just remember that game as the game that all my friends played for a couple of weeks.
I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
You cannot be serious. You cannot be fucking serious. I can't even be mad at this. They knew what they were doing. Skyward Sword HD. Pretty cool. I never played Skyward Sword, but from what I know about it, I'd bet that an updated version with smoother motion controls would make a much better experience, and besides, it's Zelda, you can never have too many Zelda games. It is also nice that they've added an option for button controls, though I feel like using the right stick might be kinda awkward, so I'll probably stick to the 2 Joy-Con setup. The special Zelda-themed Joy-Cons are also pretty cool, although I've never really been huge on special edition controllers. This does sorta deconfirm that mythical Zelda 3-pack of Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, and Skyward Sword HD that people have been talking about, but honestly having 3 Wii U quality or higher HD ports on one $60 cartridge was always kind of a long shot. They could always release them as separate ports or just do some different bundle type thing for the Zelda 35th anniversary. Also, some people have criticized this for being a $60 game that is essentially just a facelift of a Wii game that you can get for $20, especially when it seems to have much fewer additions and changes compared to the likes of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. And I do think that Nintendo needs to cut the price a bit on ports of years-old games. But this one is a full-on remaster, and it's probably a bit too early to tell how many additions and changes it'll actually have. And lastly, Splatoon 3. Pretty cool, definitely didn't expect it. Seems like it has some sort of desolate wasteland theme, and what's this? We finally destroyed France! Heyo! Yes! Yes! Woo! I guess my main question about this game is, why? I'm not necessarily opposed to having a third Splatoon game, but I am wondering what big things they could possibly add or change to warrant a completely new game. The little salmonid buddy is interesting. I'm not really clear on what its real purpose is, but I'm hoping it adds something interesting to the gameplay. Well, that was decent. A few good reveals in there, but also could have been better in a lot of areas in terms of my personal taste. But I'm sure that any day now they're going to announce the Zelda Anniversary Collection with remakes of every single Zelda game in one cartridge, and a new F-Zero game, and Metroid Prime 4, and Super Mario Odyssey 2, and a new Mario & Luigi RPG, and a new Kirby game, and a sequel to Wii Chess, and Half-Life 3, and Sex 2.